I'm recording the Aries season astrology aspects and tarot cards for each of the zodiac signs. And now we have Sagittarius through Pisces. So the last evolved part of the zodiac wheel. I'm going to start off with just saying that I gave a overview of a broader overview of the aspects in my initial Aries through Cancer video. So if you have a moment, check out the beginning of that. And I'm going to try to do timestamps so that you can see just that intro. And so anyway, just to reiterate myself, this aligns, or these readings align with your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. The most accurate will probably be your rising sign because it correlates to the house that the aspects that I mentioned are going to be in. So, or approximately the house. Anyway, so without further ado, I'm going to start using that now. Let's start with Sagittarius. So the sun will be in your 5th house of creativity, pleasure, romance, hobbies, crafts, fun expression, social life, and children. A fellow fire sign, so Aries definitely is that initial spark, and you're just like that full-on engulfing flame or eternal flame with the with the whole like exploration 9th house stuff. Anyway, so sun will be transiting that 5th house. So definitely see some new sparks within pleasure, romance, creativity, your social life, and hobbies. So Venus and Saturn will be conjunct in your 3rd house, which is your short journeys, self-expression through vocalization, mental acuity, learning, knowledge, and siblings. So this aspect is a test for relationships. So you could be getting tested with your the health and maturity of your relationships with your siblings. Could be something potential, or just like your self-expression into the material world. Maybe your relationships with others, like do you have that stream of verbal communication and knowledge open as channels throughout the material world, and is that bringing back resources for you? The sun will be conjunct Mercury in your 5th house, so some mental clarity and some insights for progress in your creativity, your romantic life, your social life, and just hobbies in general. Being able to communicate your how you express yourself in those areas, and kind of embody that. And Mars will be conjunct Saturn in your 3rd house of self-expression vocally. So this aspect is definitely testing our reactions and our responses. So maybe how we respond to learning something, or just having some more fuel and discipline to our learning endeavors, and how we vocalize our knowledge, having that discipline and that patience maybe with communicating, and definitely getting some creativity with self-expression there. So could be writing things or actively communicating. Jupiter will be conjunct Neptune in your 4th house of Pisces, which is your family, your roots, your ancestors. That's really cool. This is like a spiritual quest aspect. So you could be doing some like real like work with your ancestors, and really seeing some cool visionary insights arise there, and helping you along your journey, and creating more inner security through this aspect. And then the sun will be square Pluto, which is our your 5th house of creativity, pleasure, social life, and hobbies. And then your 2nd house, where Pluto is Capricorn, which is your possessions, your personal resources, your self-worth, and innate skills, aptitude, and just ownership, what you own and possess. So there could be some kind of conflict between money and creativity, or personal resources and romantic relationships or social life. Definitely something that could be presented, and just probably needs to just be recognized in with a form of awareness, and just transmuted. With I'm also getting maybe self-worth around this is like a power struggle. So self-worth within social scenes, or self-worth within romantic relationships. Like, do you need to check your ego, or does someone else need to check their ego? And sometimes when other people have like just more personal resources, they don't have their ego in check. So that just could be something that's presented, not necessarily you, but something that you see in your outer world. So you have the Chariot for your Aries season. This is moving with direction, and you're steering the boat. You're steering the Chariot, and you have messages from the divine, and you're divinely guided to take action and move. You're moving and creating a lot of movement, and I got the sense of movement in something that was stagnant, and now something's really has some acceleration. This is going with the flow, and I know I'm saying directed, but this is the Cancer card. And Cancer is a cardinal sign, and Aries is a cardinal sign. There's a lot of direction with this card. So I'll leave you with that, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being you. So I hope you have a super fire blazing start to the Aries season and the fire signs, and I hope it is full of lots of love and creativity. So thank you again, and now I will read for Capricorn. Hello Capricorn, happy Aries season. We have a fire aspect here, so not your most comfortable season, but you also are Earth, so spring is definitely on your side. And I feel like a lot of the Aries aspects align with what you value, which is taking initiative and having courage and being determined. So the sun will be in your 4th house of roots and family, ancestors, and your security. So I think your self-expression will be something that is comforted and nurtured within your home and family life. We do have some aspects. Venus will be conjunct Saturn in your 2nd house of ownership, possessions, money, and personal resources and self-worth. So this aspect is telling me that you might have a test between your relationships and with the material world and with others regarding your self-worth. This is being mindful of your resources and knowing whether or not you are you have a healthy relationship with money and are mature about it, and also having healthy relationships with what you value in relationships. So definitely a test. Saturn will probably give rewards if that goes well, or we'll just address something that probably needs to be integrated. The sun will be conjunct Mercury in your 4th house, which is your roots and home family. This is providing some mental clarity, some information for probably building that security and comfort within your home and family life. This is also parents. This could be communicating or hinting at a parental role, or in regards to your parents. Nonetheless, this is a positive aspect that really allows you to communicate and express who you are and how you feel with the 4th house in regards to your home and family life. Mars will be conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. That's your 2nd house of ownership, possessions. This is testing our responses and our reactions when we're certainly fueled with determination. So could be a check-in with how we respond with maybe an area where self-worth has been not appreciated by others, or you've had like a self-esteem, just like a trigger that messed with your self-esteem. So this is a good aspect that will allow you to fuel your discipline with those reactions and test, or just, you know, guide you to be patient and disciplined in acting with our personal resources too. Like I get the sense that it's also like buying stuff, just like allotting like our time and energy to purchase, to shop, even though that's very Venus. I also get that with Mars. So that one's just kind of an interesting. I'm a little stumped with this one in the second house. But I hope that, oh, you know what? Skills and aptitude. This could be fueling your energy for what you are innately good at and the aptitude that you have. So definitely testing the longevity and the discipline that you have there, which is something you're already good at, and just adding that ambition that you have. And we also have Jupiter conjunct Neptune in Pisces, which is your third house of self-expression, verbal communication, mental acuity, learning, knowledge, and siblings. Seems to be like a spiritual quest for learning, something that you're learning. I'm getting the sense of with learning, there's so many like spiritual routes of learning things. So but definitely some kind of books that are coming into here, reading, and really just having that self-reflection and enjoying that favorable aspect through a journey of a book. This is a short journey, so books are short journeys. And maybe even communicating your spirituality could be something that arises. The sun will be square Pluto, which is your 4th house and your 1st house. So we'll have a little bit of a power struggle between your home and family and your identity. So that's something that many people, deal with. So just maybe some obstacles with integrating who you are and like the look you're trying to give to the world, and then what your family and parents or your ancestors have believed in the past. So we have the Emperor, which is about building and creating structure and order, planning ahead, and creating an empire. So I don't know if you're planning on having some kind of business. I'm kind of getting a business vibe from this. I don't know if you're getting sparks, but we have some Aries affirmation with the Ram here. This is the Aries card too. Wow. Okay. Really affirming that force and courageous leadership. This is leadership. This is being a leader. Wow, yeah, definitely lots of leadership here. Leading in your areas of expertise and your innate skills. So Capricorn, that is your reading. I hope you have the most wonderful Aries season, and full of leadership. You're a born leader. I think I might have to pause and finish with Aries and Aquarius in a minute. So thank you, and really appreciate everyone watching the readings.